so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. Now get it. Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game. Blow your mind.
Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get. Too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's fast. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get. Too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Hey, how it feel to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Black 80! That's a screen! Pass!
Garoppolo on first down. Caught by Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Let him know.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
21. Here we go.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
1, Omaha.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 38.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
X3, 218, chopper.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Down to the 25. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here we go. 20. Watch your left, because I'm about to take you to school. 11.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something. And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board. Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Solomon Thomas just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early. Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they? They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Ryan to throw. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Falcon 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
The Falcons send out their punter. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Yeah, let's go second.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Ready. Ready.
Mike 50. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go. 180!
Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go. Watch twist.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. It's caught by Coleman. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 36, Ryan. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On first down, here's Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 29, Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen, and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
25!
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check out, check me out, check me out.
Throwing again, Ryan. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Falcons.
1st down, Falcons.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Watch the run.
On first down, Freeman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
This one caught by Ridley. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They toss to Freeman. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll try to run this one in. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now it's Ryan. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Marr able to put this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Play action, Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this one's incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11. Check Mike 40. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Drops it off for Coleman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
45. Mike, 45. On the ball. Check the backer.
Hey, alert!
They'll run it with Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They will run again with Coleman. And they're able to swarm him. Bones making the play. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running. Get deeper in the game.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now we give to the big fullback Juszczyk. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now it's Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the 2nd half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too...
Devontae Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 68 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
21. Here we go.
On first down, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
65. Check, 61. Matchbox, right.
On second down, it's Coleman. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The Niners on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And able to haul it in is Kittle. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll make it a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ready, 54. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
A carry here for Holyfield. He'll get 3 up to midfield. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They run with Holyfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. This complete to Jones. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Freeman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a 3rd down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer, still did it anyway.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it